The world is yours. The world is yours. All my people in Dorchester. The world is yours. The world is yours. All my people in Roxbury. Yes, the world is yours. The world is yours. All my people in Mattapan. The world is yours. The world is yours. Sipping Don Julio at the bar till I'm charged. Thinking how I defeated the odds. Thank God for these bars. Writing rhymes, all the words past the margin. Still committed to page, not today's rap jargon. Ribs touching, they starving for information. Eat whack rappers alive, feel the inflammation. That's my dedication, or it's detonation. Fuck a reparations, world is for the taking. We gon' rise to the top like Ken Burke. My pen work wonders every time that I insert. My blood, sweat, and tears first. Open your ears, see my vision is clear. Leader passing the rear, the only failure is fear. Motivating is my mission. When they listen, assemble the real ones, and we build a coalition. It's beyond the blocks of the hoods that we live in. The world is yours, make moves, make a difference. Yup, the world is yours. The world is yours, all my people in South End. The world is yours. The world is yours, all my people in Hyde Park. Yeah, the world is yours. The world is yours, all my people in JP. Yeah, the world is yours. The world is yours. Motivate too, right back to business. Spirit of competition makes failure non-existent. Aim for the stars, touch the sky if I miss them. I'm sitting on a cloud floating off in the distance. That's the type of thinking that'll keep you out of prison. Cause there's a better way to find a better way of living. We settle for selling dope, idolize pimping, destroy our own family, sell out our own women. Then we got the nerve to celebrate these niggas. When you're saying something positive, they hesitate to listen. Memory's no beginner, 82, born a winner. There's a message in my madness, came to deliver. Instead of wasting bars, glorifying on the killing. Let's get a hood hope, try to alter their vision. It's beyond the blocks of the hoods that we...
All right, thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Fuck Your Podcast. I am your host, Star. This is my co-host, Tara. And we have a special guest co-host in the house tonight.
Let's motivate Marin. What up?
So if you guys don't know, that was his that was one of his tracks off his new album, Motivate 2, called The World Is Yours, which is actually one of my favorite tracks on the album. I am gonna have his information below if you guys want to download his album. It is Josh said his shit. It's available on all streaming platforms, right?
Yeah.
All right. So you guys can definitely check that out. So before we get started, Tara, it's on you. What you gonna do?
All right. So as you guys know, it is Thirsty Thursday, so we gotta take a shot before every episode.
Oh yes, I'm in. I'm in. It's been a long day.
Definitely.
I'm in.
All right.
And I saw last week Rufus was trying to talk shit about the Don Julio. Don Julio is my favorite
Thank you.
drink.
Oh my goodness. So
cheers, Thirsty Thursday.
Salud to many more.
So
smooth.
Mark and Star had Don Julio. I was drinking Tennessee honey today.
Nice.
It's actually pretty good for syndrome.
Nice.
Hey boo. So I do like Don Julio, but I'm just not used to the taste yet. So
okay.
So before we get started, happy belated Father's Day.
Thank you.
So how was your Father's Day? What did you do?
It was good, man. The crazy thing is my father was actually in the hospital. Like my birthday is June 13th.
Happy belated birthday.
Thank you. And so on my birthday, my father was in the hospital.
Oh,
so I spent the day, my birthday, at the hospital with him. But then on Father's Day, he came home from the hospital. So it was dope. I had breakfast with my pops. My godfather was in town.
That's what's up.
You know what I'm saying? So we just chilled and kept it light at my parents' crib. And, but it was a busy day too. I had the Stew Beat showcase that night as well. So
yeah, I saw that Teddy went.
Yeah, exactly. So I performed that night, and so it was a dope Father's Day overall. Like I got to do what I love. Pops came home.
That's what's up. That's always good.
Yeah,
right.
It was dope.
And so for Father's Day, I don't have any kids, but we took my brother out to brunch, and I took my nephew to the mall, and he got my brother a gift, and I got him some candles that he liked, and that was it. That was all I did. Tara, did you do anything?
I had to go visit my dad at the gravesite. And then I took my friend out on Father's Day.
Whatever.
Okay.
Or that is.
Well, shout out to all. Yeah, one thing I can say, man, is like all the people in my immediate circle that have children are great fathers, man. So that's like a dope thing.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Like all of my brothers, my homies that I really consider friends are great fathers. So,
right.
That is dope.
So none of that bullshit.
Right. So shout out to all the good fathers out there, and happy belated Father's Day.
Yes.
All right. So I want to jump into the music releases this past week. So should we save the best for last? Should we save you for last, or what you want to do?
Yeah, you can save me for last. I ain't no big deal. Man. I'm just trying.
All right. So the Carters, they came out with an album, a surprise album.
Yes.
And I thought it was pretty dope. I love it.
I do too.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's a dope project. Because you know what, the undertones I got on that project is, it reminded me a lot of like the Miseducation. I heard a lot of sounds on that album that remind me of Miseducation. Like it's like all the soulful joints.
Right.
But the only thing that I don't like about the project is like I don't like Beyonce and Jay on trappy, trendy type beats too much. It doesn't feel natural. Like Ape Shit doesn't feel natural. Like that's like one of my least favorite songs on the project, and it's popping right now. People love that record, but the project is dope, man. And just the concept behind it, and you know, just representing Black love and those perfect imperfections. You know what I'm saying? Like you can fuck up in your relationship and just work it out and figure it out. Yeah, like that. That shit's dope. So what they represent is dope.
Yeah, I think it is kind of, just to touch on that a little bit, I think it is kind of dope how, you know, which I'm pretty sure was a struggle, but they didn't give up. You know what I'm saying? Like on their marriage.
There was too much to lose.
Right.
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
There's way too much to lose.
Right. But I'm pretty sure he had to do a lot to keep her there.
You didn't hear on one of his albums.
Because that Lemonade album.
He's talking about you buying bags. He ain't doing that.
He had to make an album.
Right? Yes, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
That's a lot.
Yes.
That's a lot.
Hey, boo. So I really that Ape Shit, that is my favorite song. But Friends.
Is it really?
I like, why? You
I don't really like it.
You know what it is? Like the video, I get what he's saying when you're on like trap type of songs, because she was kind of how I don't know how to describe like her movements in the video.
I don't want to hear Migos ad libs on Beyonce singing.
Not only Migos, but I think Future was on there. Yeah, he was on there, right? All right. So, what do you think about Kanye? What do you think about his album?
I thought it was good too. I think that's a solid album. I think that like everybody's bashing. I see the social media bashing. I think it's a solid project, especially with the amount of time. Like people got to factor that in. Like they're making these projects in real time and just no red tape. Just like, yo, we're gonna put this shit out. Like I like the Kanye project, like just based off of his where he's at mentally. Like for him to be able to put together something like that, like I thought it was good. Like it's definitely like it's good, like just thinking music. Like I listen to Kanye like when I'm on my way to work in the morning.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like in the car, and I just zone out, you know?
I'm gonna be honest with you. So the whole thing with Kanye and you know the statements that he made on social media, it did rub me the wrong way. Definitely. So when his album came out, all I kept thinking that, I don't know, he said slavery was a choice. So, you know, so I never I kind of tuned out, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. I
don't know, but how do you feel about like separating the art from like people's personal thing? Like for instance, like I don't rock with no pedophilia or no like mass murdering or no crazy shit like that. But you know, somebody that the only reason, because I was kind of like defending Kanye a little bit, but the only reason I was defending him was just the fact that he's able to have these conversations in public. Like he's not afraid to be wrong. He's not saying like, yo, this is what I think, fuck what y'all think. He's kind of like working it out in front of the public. But at the same time, I understand where everybody else is coming from. It's like, dog, we can't afford for you to be saying bullshit like that in public. There's too much at stake. So
Exactly.
I see both sides, but think about it like this. I've heard Kanye being compared to like our generation or the hip hop generation of like Michael. Imagine if Michael had more conversations out in the public versus kind of being sheltered off and being in his own world. Like we never understood who Michael was.
Exactly.
He was just like a weirdo, you know what I'm saying? Like rest in peace, you know, but at the end of the day, like Kanye is willing to have these dialogues in public. So I feel like it's commendable. Like he doesn't think he's right all the time. But you know, but sometimes he does need to shut the fuck up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So.
Right.
Agree.
I agree with that. But
we all do, right?
Yes.
We all do. We all do.
But you're absolutely right. You do have to kind of separate him from like his personal views from
his music.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I have some Yeezys and I didn't want to wear them.
I pawned your Yeezys.
They just been sitting there.
I
put them on eBay.
I was about to put them on eBay, but nah. You know, I'm definitely going to gonna download and give it a chance.
I don't know.
You'll be all right, Tara.
But you wasn't messing with it? Yeah.
You listen to it?
No.
Okay.
She's like, I'm done.
Tara doesn't.
It's canceled.
It's canceled.
They be canceling people out here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's not really
you say
into
the wrong thing. It's all right.
She's not into hip hop
Canceled
like
in my
that.
book.
Tara likes she's more into like what Drake is it? Drake? She's a Drake fan.
Okay, so there's nothing wrong with Drake.
I know, but that's what you like to listen to. I'm just, you know,
I
making
listen
it
to
known.
rap.
Well, so we talking about
I
new
like Jay-Z.
projects. Oh, Juvie.
I said Jay-Z.
Oh, I thought you said Juvie. I said
Oh,
what?
no.
I'm thinking it's Cash Money in
No,
there for
no,
the 99
no.
and the 2000.
Oh man.
But is Nas canceled?
Okay, let me tell you
I
about
don't
that.
know.
Is Nas canceled?
He's halfway
let's-
canceled.
Let's talk
What?
about that.
What?
Let's
He's
talk-
halfway canceled.
Let's talk about Nas.
Oh shit.
Let's jump into Nas for a second. Okay, go ahead and hey Mark. Rebecca said hi.
What up?
All right, I don't know.
What up,
Oh, it's
cuz?
okay.
Thanks for tuning in. Who else? What up, Alvin? John Means in the house. All right, so with what's his name? What is his name? With Nas, I'm sorry.
Oh no, you forgot.
Yeah, I
Nas' name.
forgot. wait,
Now you're gonna be her boo.
All right, so how did you feel about Nas' album?
I think it's a pretty decent project based on what it is. I was just looking at the track list. I don't like the first 3 songs.
Okay.
But then from Bonjour on,
Mhm.
I'm in. Bonjour is my shit. Like
Okay.
that's that. Like I like that record. That
I'm gonna
shit's
have to listen to
smooth.
that.
Yeah, the joint with the Dream is. But Dream I think is on like a couple of joints. Yeah,
The last one.
but yeah, I like. Yeah, the last 4 records on that album I rock with. It's not as bad as. Like I see people shitting on the album, man. Like I don't know, man. And if you shitting on this album, I feel like you never like Nas because this don't sound different from any Nas effort. Nas never had albums. I mean, other than It Was Written and Illmatic, that was like you
Right.
know. So I think it's dope. I rock with it, man.
So the reason why I didn't download Nas's album is because I felt betrayed. One, because he kind of like he cheated on me and with Nicki, and I don't know if it was like a publicity stunt. I didn't.
Nicki. Okay.
Yeah.
It's a publicity stuff.
Is it a? Is it
Yeah,
a
that
publicity
was
stunt?
that was a dope photo though by the old band.
Okay,
That
so-
shit was fire.
So are you ready to leave now? Because we haven't even. We just started. We just started. But no, my feelings was hurt, so I was like, you know what? Fuck Nas and the project that he's putting out. And Kanye produced it, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so
So Kanye's canceled. Even if he make the beat, he's canceled.
Yep.
Damn.
Canceled.
I don't know.
Ouch.
Slavery was a choice.
They better put some else's name on there.
But nah, I'm definitely going to. I actually, honestly, I was gonna listen to Nas's album, and I was gonna skip through Kanye's, just so I can kind of give my view on it. But I honestly had no time this week, at all. So, but I'm definitely gonna listen to it, and let's jump into yours.
Okay.
Let's jump into your
Ooh.
project.
So what did y'all think?
I like it.
I like
I
it.
like your project. You know what it is with your album. It has. I'm so used to be honest. I don't even listen to the radio, but if I put the radio on, it's the music is not for me. I'm not saying that it's bad music, but it's not, it's not something that I like to listen to. So when listening to your album, we actually listened to it. Me and Phil, we listened to it while we was on the back porch on Father's Day, and we just vibed out to it. It gives you that, it gives you real hip hop. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like Migos and auto tunes and all of that shit. Not saying that it's anything wrong with
all of that
them.
Shit's dope. I fuck with it.
But it's not something that that's not something that I'm into. I like real hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And that's, I fuck with it. Like now, if I smoke weed, I would have been on a back porch smoking weed, just vibing out to your album. But the shit makes me paranoid, so I can't do it. Yeah. but it was definitely a dope. It's a dope album, and the track that we played, that's my favorite track. You know what I'm saying? Because you're shouting out everybody. You know what I'm saying? You're representing. Oh yeah, this is very much a Boston album. Yeah, this is very much a Boston album for sure. Like I was like real adamant about that because for some reason, like a lot of people feel like they're so like they want to do shit for the world. Of course, we want to make music for the world, but I'm not trying to be corny about representing Boston. It's just simply who I am. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I wanted this project to really represent who I am as a person. And I'm a dude from a little place called Dorchester. And that shit is a factor in everything I do. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. So I really wanted to represent that with this project and kind of just get that out of the way. So yeah, man.
It was dope. Yeah, so everywhere I go, the world is yours. I was bumping that coming here.
Yeah, dope. Then what about Blue Hill? Blue Hill.
Yeah. Mass of Your High. That one was good.
Thank you.
So wait, where did 13th.
Oh yeah.
Where did you right, you did say that. Where did you grow up at? What area in Dorchester did you grow up?
I grew up in I call it the Triangle because I grew up right in the middle of Four Corners, Fields Corner, and Codman Square. Like I'm smack dab in the middle. But yeah, like I would generally say Fields Corner, but like I'm literally like I'm right in the middle. I'm 2 minutes walking distance to each, and all of those places are a part of my life. Like Claiborne Park to play ball, you know what I'm saying? Blacktop to play ball, right? You know what I'm saying? Codman Square to get sneakers, you know what I'm saying? So like that's kind of what I represent. That's 02124.
All right. Hey, cuz. Yeah. So I grew up off of Blue Hill Ave, right on Esmond. So
Esmond is a notorious street.
Right. So that was the hood. I lived in the hood. Yes. Not the ghetto. So me and my brother actually had an argument. We had an argument of the difference between the hood and the ghetto, and
that's an interesting.
So to me, like my the difference between the hood and the ghetto to me is like the hood is just like it's hood. People you might have some people out there, selling drugs, and sometimes the block is hot, but everybody on the street, it's not a place where you're not able to make it out. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you're still able to progress in life. You know what I'm saying? Whether you go to college or whatever you do, you know what I'm saying? You're not stuck there. Whereas the ghetto, I feel like it's a cycle. You know what I'm saying? That's a place that you're stuck, and some people are not able to climb out. Some people may make it, but some people may not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's how I felt the ghetto was. We had a long argument. I mean, that's just my opinion.
That's an interesting conversation. But for me, I always looked at it as it's completely a mindset.
Right. It's that too.
It's completely a mindset, regardless of what your circumstances are and where you grow up.
Right.
I mean, but there's definitely certain things about the hood, just in general, that are set up for us to, like on the record, Blue Hill Ave, I say churches on my right, liquor stores to my left.
Yep.
I take a couple sips of the Henny, feeling blessed. Yes. Like that's it. That's the hood.
Right.
There's corner store, liquor store, right next to the church.
Right.
What is that telling you? Yeah. What is that telling you? You know what I'm saying? Right. What is that what is that showing you?
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So it's
all across from the church.
Right next to the church.
Right.
You said Esmond, the liquor store right next to the church. Directly right next to it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean,
then right next to that is niggas out there selling drugs. So it's just like
Exactly. So I always looked at it as a mindset.
Right.
And you know, like a lot of people I grew up with are not here anymore. You know what I'm saying? They took a different path. And some of us, I grew up with both of my parents. I grew up with a lot of kids that had both their parents. I grew up with a lot of kids that, you know, had mothers on drugs and whatever. But it's like either or. Some of the folks that had both their parents went that route, went the street route. Some of those dudes that mother was on crack got master's degrees working on their doctorates.
Right.
So it's all a choice, you know, it's all a mindset.
It's definitely a mindset. I agree with that.
So yeah, but definitely like your surroundings, man, like they definitely can factor into how you move. So it's an interesting conversation. I don't know what is what. I kind of think they're both the same. The ghetto, the hood. It's kind of the same. They're kind of one and the same.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't agree with that. I never lived in the ghetto. I don't know what a ghetto look like.
Right.
Nah, you know what the ghetto look like.
I think people
man.
can make it ghetto.
Yeah, the people.
That's true.
You got ghetto people, they can make it ghetto.
As I said, it starts with the mindset.
Right.
Definitely, it's a mindset.
Somebody said, wait, my cousin said 4 different. Can't see it, Tara. You want to read that?
I don't know how to pull it up on here.
What you trying to read? The last comment?
Yeah.
It says 4 different directions, but each one got different endings. I definitely believe people follow what's popping. It's up to an individual to determine where they end up. It's not on your parents. Yeah, born alone, die alone. Yeah, I get it.
Someone said come to Philly.
So Simone, did you grow up in the ghetto? Is that what that is? Let us know.
Philly ghetto.
Right. So back to your project. So how do you feel about your project so far and the love that you've received so far?
I think the response has been dope. You know, like for a long time, it's been a minute since I put out music. My last project came out in 2011. So that's 7 years. Right. And that shit flew by. You know what I mean? So just the fact that I hadn't put out music in so long and people were receptive and kind of, you know, and some people were actually waiting for it and actually looking forward to a drop. And I'm happy with it, right. You know, and then ultimately, like in this kind of next wave or next generation, a lot of people don't view me as an artist because I spent a lot of time like providing platforms and doing events. So it's dope to kind of like introduce people to let them know like I am an artist and that's the reason why I provide platforms. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm not like a person coming out the woodwork. I am of hip hop culture. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like hip hop, I live this shit every single day. I work a 9 to 5. I go in there looking just like how I look right now for a reason too. There's an intent. Like I'm gonna be myself and I'm gonna be who I am wherever I go. So so yeah, man, it's dope. The response has been good, man. So everybody is available on all streaming platforms.
Yes.
So stream the shit out of it. And even you know, let's play the numbers game and shit. Even if you gotta stream it and mute it. Right. Just stream the shit. Right. So that the presence is felt.
Exactly. But I'm just saying, I mean, I get what he's saying, but you know, but I was gonna say, no doubt,
I get it, but I'm just saying, you know, if you got some other shit going on, right? Just say fuck it, I'm gonna just let Motivate 2 run, even if you can't hear the music, I'm gonna just let that shit run.
Right. You know? So I mean, it's definitely something that everyone should tune into. So I was actually talking about you at work to my boy because his friends do music, and then we actually played one of the tracks on podcast when Paul Famea was up here, and it's Nyx from Hoya. So they're a group, but it seems like they kind of branch off and do their own thing as well. But you know, we're basically just talking about you know, other people, like other rappers or artists supporting each other in Boston, which is something that, you know, a lot of people don't do. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, it's like, should you continue to do music here? You know what I'm saying? Is that something that you should do, or should you kind of branch off and you know, filter out somewhere else?
I mean, you have to do both. You have to do both. It's important for you to lay your groundwork where you're at. Right. Like I don't, you know, like. But the thing about Boston that I've always said, and the reason why I put so much energy into like providing platforms, is the fact like, yo, Boston is a major hub. Right. It's a major city, it's a major market in music. Every artist has to make their tour stop through Boston.
Right.
We have Harvard, MIT, Berklee College of Music, all within less than a mile of each other.
Right.
So you have the greatest musicians, right? You have some of the greatest thinkers, and then you have some of the cutting edge technology right here. You would be a fool to not try to market your music right here in Boston.
Exactly. Right.
And I believe that we have our own music industry here in Boston. I'm a firm believer in it, but people have to buy into it.
Right.
You know, people gotta, you know, like really and truly understand. But the beauty of it now is that the internet makes the world small, and the internet makes it, you know, a little bit more accessible, like for people to kind of put their music out there and get it to people quickly. And people got to really start supporting artists that you can touch.
Right.
Like, you know, there's kind of like this thing where people take it for granted because you see me walking down the street, or you see me at Juneteenth cookout. So, oh, it's nothing. Oh, that's Marin, whatever.
Right,
like, you know what I'm saying?
right.
But like, nah, like I'm an artist, you know, like, so support the art. It doesn't really even, you already got Apple Music. It doesn't cost you anything more to stream a project.
And I was going to say that
or share it.
Right.
You know?
Like if
Right.
you
It's
have,
free.
you have Apple, you got Tidal, you got Spotify, you know, you have these things that you pay for monthly. Why not download the album?
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Now,
It
why
costs you
not?
nothing.
Yeah. Like, why not give it a chance and see if you actually like it? Like, oh, I listened to it and, you know, I wasn't feeling it, or it's a dope album. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, either way, I'm all about supporting. You know what I'm saying? I'm always looking for any artist so I can play music.
Yo, new music is new music.
Right,
like when you discover new music, you don't even have to tell, you don't know where the motherfucker from.
Right.
You don't know what it is. So treat it the same.
Right.
It's new music. So you know, that's all it is. You know what I'm saying? So it's about getting people to buy into that, man. And I'm a firm believer in Boston first.
Right.
This is where I'm at. This is where I choose to reside. This is where I raise my child. You know what I'm saying? So this is where it is. I'm always going to think Boston first. I'm always going to make sure I look out for other artists in Boston too. And a lot of people have, you know, will be like, yo, Mark, you know, you kind of got to be more selfish. And, you know, I'm always going to look out for Boston artists and try to create platforms and create avenues that they can't create for themselves.
Right.
That's always important to me.
Right.
And that's where it always starts. But from here on out, though, I am being a little bit more selfish.
You
like,
have to be.
look out for some more projects dropping even before the end of this year.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, it's about that time. I spent a lot of time doing shit for other people. So
Jamin said much respect and appreciation for what the big homie Mark does. I can't really see
does in the platform he provides. The project is dope.
Word, shout out to Jamin.
Someone wants to say, let's hear something. Denise, let's hear something. For people tuning in, they said they want to hear something too.
Hey everyone in the chat for tuning in, and people who are watching, make sure you subscribe to the page and also like. So we'll talk a little bit more about his project, and also your events. Do you have any events coming up that we could talk about before we end?
What am I thinking about? What's next? So I have we do something called, we have a podcast.
Oh yeah.
So I have something called the Stu Beat Showcase. It just passed on Father's Day. It was dope. A lot of dope, talented producers. So that's a platform for producers to get their shit off, put the producers to the forefront. But we also have a podcast attached to it called Beat Club Podcast. So producers out there, go to beatclubpodcast.com. You can submit as many beats as you want. We play your beats. We get submissions from all over the world. We sit back, drink, just like how we doing it here, chopping it up, and we talk about your beats and we critique beats. And all the dope beats end up on a mix that we put out each and every month. And we put that out on SoundCloud. We tag each producer to make sure they get their credit. And we just throw that out there, man, to just get producers to get love. You know what I'm saying? So support that. So the next Beat Club Podcast live event is coming up Friday, July 13th.
Little Jarvis, he do beats.
Yes.
So he can submit his beats there.
Definitely.
All right.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
So
Shot of God.
So so the beat that I'm actually playing in the background for my background music, that's from Jar to God.
Yes.
So he
super talented
gave me that beat there. So all right, so I just wanted to jump into like what's been going on lately in social media, and then we'll go ahead and jump into the main topics that I know everyone is waiting for.
The juicy shit.
Right. So Tara, what are you gonna do today? Are you gonna? Because Tara don't want to do nothing, y'all.
What
she
do
just
you
come
mean?
in here.
I'm gonna do
with
the hot
sunglasses
topic
on at nighttime.
Ready.
So I know everyone's been looking at social media, and if you don't know, the young kid, I think he was 20. He was 20.
Seven.
No, I think he was 20. The dude XXX.
Oh, XXX. Okay.
Yeah. So he was gunned down in Florida a few days ago. He was outside of a motorcycle shop. Getting into his car, and a gunman ran up on him and shot him. So I heard he was actually shot in the neck, but the dude who shot him was he got arrested, and I think he was arrested yesterday. I think he got caught yesterday.
I thought it was today.
I didn't even hear he got arrested.
Yep.
I thought he got arrested today.
That's good news.
Hey, what up, Mr. West? So yeah, he got arrested. It's a sad situation. You know, I know that he had a record. I know that he was accused of beating his baby's mother and things like that. But, you know, he was going to court for it. But I don't think anyone deserves to die over, you know, anything like that, because a lot of people were saying like, oh, you know, he's an abuser. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, that's bullshit, man.
But
yeah, but I agree. I don't think
I don't wish
use your life over that.
Right.
If whatever he could have got locked up, or you know.
Yeah, people
not get killed.
People make mistakes,
right,
man. People make mistakes all across the board. You know what I mean? Like there's some things that, you know, people would consider unforgivable, and you know, domestic violence is never right. But I just feel like it's a real conversation, though. It's something that happens in the community that a lot of people don't just want to talk about. You know what I'm saying? In a certain way, because like it's real. Like it's not.
It's definitely real.
So that's what we was talking about last week with Rufus. Like in the Black community, we don't really talk about domestic violence. You know what I'm saying? We don't talk about the stuff that we go through, whether it's, you know, a man abusing the woman or a woman abusing a man. It goes both ways.
And a lot of times those things go both ways. And I'm not making any excuse. That's the disclaimer. But a lot of things transpire based off of the verbal abuse.
Right.
The verbal abuse is crazy.
It's definitely
like
crazy.
between men and women, like back and forth. And that aggression turns into physical shit.
Right.
Exactly.
And especially you involve alcohol or any type of drug.
Definitely.
Right.
Like it goes both ways. Like I feel like a lot of us have been there where you get close, you know what I'm saying? Or it gets, you know what I'm saying? Like
almost
whatever it is,
like,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, but that's neither here nor there. Young man, his life was lost.
Taken.
His life was stolen.
Right.
Too young.
Right.
He's 20 years old.
All for I think he stole his Louis Vuitton bag or whatever. I don't know I guess he thought it was cashmere. I don't know. But you know.
Yeah, his life was stolen, man.
Right.
That like, you know, to see people kind of just be like insensitive and just like that shit was super sad. And the crazy thing is a lot of people never really listen to his music. I happen to listen to his music based off of like hearing about him and just seeing like all of these things and not really knowing who he was. So I made a point one day because on a specific podcast, they would always talk about him.
All right.
And I'm like, why they keep talking about this kid? Who is this kid? And when I listened to his music, he's actually very talented.
Yeah, I heard he was very talented.
He was very talented. And there was a misconception. People used to try to make it seem like his music was about one thing, but he was actually a positive dude. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And like he had like a message behind like the shit that he was trying to do. So it's super sad, man. I was super sad. And the crazy thing is I touched the discover button for the news, like thinking like, oh shit, XXX dead.
Right.
Then you see video of like people taking video of him in the car. I'm like, what the?
Crazy.
I'm like, yo.
So that was actually I think somebody was there and they sold that footage to TMZ.
That was crazy.
About.
No, but that shit was on Instagram. Like
it was on
Discover page.
World Star too.
Yeah,
I'm like,
it was on a lot of places.
Yeah. Yeah,
That
I
shit
think that was
bugged out,
fucked up.
man.
Like, don't do that.
That was really messed up.
Super fucked up, man. So condolences to his family, his
Definitely.
fans. Like
his fans were going crazy.
Yo,
that shit-
I heard they shut it down. They was climbing on rooftops, everything.
Listen,
So,
do y'all remember when Tupac passed?
hell yeah.
Do you remember where you was at?
So let me just explain. Like Tupac is my all-time favorite.
Okay.
So when he passed away,
You remember where you was at?
Yeah, I was at home. I was in my room, and I was watching TV. So I don't know who came and told me that that Tupac got shot, and then later on they said that he died. So in my mind, I thought it was they were lying.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like trying to fake his death,
Right.
because I just refused to believe that that he was dead. So my brother Peter, who passed away, he put me onto Tupac.
Yeah.
So he used to buy me all the Tupac posters, like everything, because he knew I loved him. He used to give me all the music. So when the Machiavelli CD came out,
Yes, that should drop like the week after he passed.
my mother, I begged my mother to take me to was it Circuit City in Braintree?
In Braintree, yeah, it was still Circuit City.
I begged her to take me there to get the Machiavelli, and when I tell you that. To this day, I know all the words on that.
That project is super classic. I bought mine from Strawberries downtown. Like that's what I'm saying. Like that's how these things hit you because you're young. I remember I bought that CD at Strawberries, but I remember being in my grandmother's crib listening to 88.9 at night.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like and being like, what?
Yeah.
Right.
And I'm thinking. Because the news was just like, oh, he's shot. I'm like, oh, Park Street.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Remember before he got shot 5 times. Right.
I'm like, yeah, Park Street.
5 shots couldn't
He's
stop
good.
me.
Park is
He
good.
said, what he say? 5 shots couldn't stop me. I took it and smiled.
Yeah.
I know the words, baby.
So yeah, man,
Yeah.
hip hop, man, we live this, man. So
Right.
like, I can imagine like what the young kids are going through, being like 14, 15,
And looking up to him.
and granted, he just came around like 3-4 years ago.
Right.
But I can imagine how they feel, man.
Right.
It's sad.
Yeah.
It's sad.
It's devastating. So, condolences. Excuse me. I'm a little drunk off of this, though. Here we go.
I'm
Condolences to
feeling
his family. But we can jump into the main topics now. Tara, what you got?
Yeah, ready.
And then we can go it out later.
Okay, so what if you found out in your circle of friends?
Hold on, you guys speak a little louder.
Oh, you guys can hear me? Okay. So what if you find out in your circle of friends that one friend is messing with another friend's man or girl? What would you do?
Shit. Star, you started off.
No,
no,
it's on you.
It's me?
Yeah.
I have to start?
Yeah, you're the guest. It's a hard one.
Well, I think, I mean, listen, this is what I'd do. I would have to speak to the person that's doing what the fuck they not supposed to be doing.
Right.
And that's probably each party I got to speak to on their own. Like individually, like yo, like what the fuck are you doing?
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because
I don't even know what to say.
nah,
right
because
now.
it's tough because you don't want to report back to the other person because you know what I'm saying? Like it's being the bearer of bad news is never like that's not the position you want all the time, man.
Right.
It's not a good position to be in because sometimes it turns on you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I write this. So Simone said, "Happened to me. Bitches ain't tell me shit."
I can't snitch first.
Yeah.
I gotta make the people, the parties
That's
feel
doing the best.
uncomfortable
Right,
first. I gotta
right.
make them feel like I'm gonna snitch,
Right.
so they can snitch on themselves.
Okay, so
I'm gonna be like, yo, fam.
so what if they don't snitch? Are you gonna tell your friend?
I don't know.
Which friend? At the end of the day, it's which friendship is worth losing because you're gonna lose somebody.
I don't think so. I don't think you.
You don't think so?
I-
You don't think so? So say if you got,
I mean,
Tom,
I don't
Tom
feel.
is messing
Well,
with.
wait, I don't feel like
Josh
that a friendship should get lost because.
Yeah, I don't think I'm not worried about losing a
Right,
friendship. That's
right.
not like my concern.
Right.
But it's just more like I don't like to be in the mixy shit.
Right.
Because like then you get yourself involved, then you're involved. And then it's like
I don't think anybody really wants to be involved in that. Because if you hear it, you'd be like, listen, I don't even want to know about it because I want to act like I don't know about it because I don't want to be involved.
I think my tactic is, listen, I'm gonna make you feel like I'm gonna snitch.
Right.
Like, listen,
I will definitely make you feel
you better figure this shit out because this shit ain't right. Yeah, exactly. You better figure out a way to tell the truth, nigga.
All right.
That's my approach. That's the way I would approach it.
So Simone says she's snitching. My cousin said that it's hard to answer that because him or her still gonna feel
where you at? Hold on.
So why be the middleman? And that's how I feel. People gonna do what they want to do. So
Simone said she find out she's cutting everyone off.
Listen, I ain't in court, man.
What did y'all mean?
This ain't a court case, so I ain't gonna be complicit in none of y'all shit. I'm gonna just make you feel like
she's not going to jail.
What did Jamin say? He may get mad at you for knowing and not saying anything.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
How you know I know?
Right.
Because so what if he finds out that you know? What if
how you find out I know?
So what if Tom was like,
that shit ain't happening on my watch.
Right. What if Tom was like,
that shit ain't happening on my crib. No.
So you're gonna act like you didn't know? Right.
No. That's why I said off rip. I don't know, man. I don't know.
What about you? What about you, Tara?
Oh goodness.
Tara snitching.
No, I want to snitch, but I have to see whose friendship is worth not losing because at the end of the day, someone's friendship is going to be gone. The person, if I don't tell her and she finds out I knew, Tara, our friendship might be gone. Yeah, I'm not telling because it depends. It depends on the friendship. If I knew this person for 1 year and I knew this one for 10 years.
I just feel like all women are telling.
No.
That's just my opinion. That's just how I feel.
You know how
women don't hesitate to tell.
I'm like you. I'm going to go talk to her first.
Nah.
I'm
not doing it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have an event at my house. And I'm going to have everybody there. And I'm going to be like this, and everyone knows that I don't have a fucking filter anyway. So I'm going to be like, so when are you going to tell them that you're right? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and my thing is this, like, if I know that one of my friends was messing with somebody else's man, I'm snitching.
Yeah, that's
because I don't do shit like that.
It is foul. It's super foul.
But you're not a person I want to be around. So nah. Nope.
It is super foul, but I just don't like being in the middle of shit. I don't like being the bearer.
Nick said she ain't telling. Simone said not true because I told you. These bitches ain't tell me.
Oh,
right.
Shit.
Right. And that's so if they're not
bringing up old shit, fam.
If they're not telling you wait, what did Sophia say?
She said I've been there before and got blamed. This Martell said you can get blamed for that.
Yeah, that's what I don't want to. Like I said,
but would do it again? Hell yes.
Yeah, I'm telling. Like I don't care. I'm gonna tell. Like my thing is this: like if you out here sleeping with people's men, that could be me. You can be trying to slide in my spot.
But it's the person. But it's the person in the relationship's fault. It ain't the other person's fault.
It's both of them because my thing is this: if you're my girl,
you don't know what they telling them. No,
doesn't matter.
Right.
It doesn't matter because if you're my girl and me and my dude is going through something and we all roll together, 9 times out of 10 I'm telling you my problem.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like now you running back, trying to get dick. Come on. Come on.
Yeah, it's foul. It's all the way foul.
Right. That's
ain't
fucked
no
up.
excuse for
no,
that
it's
shit.
definitely fucked up.
Yeah,
Tanika said I'm fucking telling.
Ain't no excuse for it.
Yeah, so
y'all seen Soul Food?
Yeah, right. How she was sneaking around. Like that's the cousin you don't want around at family events.
Hell no.
See, for me though, like when I was young, I used to have a habit of being too honest.
Mm-hmm.
So once I got like preteen, teen, like I just learned to shut the fuck up.
Right.
Because like I was so honest that it would just be like, I'm thinking it's cool. And it's like, nah, sometimes you just gotta shut the fuck up. Like I said earlier, sometimes you just gotta just be quiet.
Yeah, but I would rather tell because my thing is this: I would want a friend to tell me. Like if one of my friends knew that our other friend was messing with,
I want my significant other to tell me that you want to fuck somebody else. You know why?
They're not gonna.
So I can go fuck somebody else. Just tell me. just tell me, because you know why this chick been wanting to fuck me, and I was being good, and I was being cool.
He's ready to cheat.
So just tell me. No, I'm not ready to cheat. I'm being good.
Like.
Listen, we're humans, all right? We're humans, all right? We're human beings. You're in a relationship. You're attracted to the person you are with.
Okay.
But you still have other attractions. You're still attracted to other shit.
Let's
be realistic. Let's be real.
People.
So if I'm being good, it's because I love you and I'm being good. Right. But if you want to fuck somebody else, cool. I was kind of scheming on this girl too, but I was being good for you because I love you.
I was being good for you, girl.
Yeah, for you. So tell me. I want you to tell me.
Yeah, I can't.
I don't want nobody else to tell me shit.
Nah,
I don't want to hear from nobody else. You tell me.
But if I found out, if one of my friends told me, especially like in a group setting, it'll definitely be a dragging session.
Oh, definitely.
Huh?
I always question the messenger though. Like even myself, I
too.
always question the messenger. When people come to me with like funny shit, like, yo, you know what I heard, fam?
Oh, wait.
Yo, you know what I heard? I'm looking at you funny.
This is good for you, Mark.
Yeah.
This is good for you. So would you get back together after you agreed to have sex with someone else?
Oh, word?
Yeah.
Word.
It depends. It depends.
It depends on what?
It depends on just the type of relationship that I have with that person. Like if you show me that level of honesty, possibly. I'm cool with it.
Okay, so this is my thing, like
because people take back people that fuck up all the time. If you show me a level of honesty and I got my rocks off too, clean slate.
Okay, so that's kind of because a lot of dudes, like if their chicks step out on them, they have like a pride thing and they don't want to.
Yeah, if it's on some sneaky shit, I'm like that too. I'm like that. Yeah,
so you ain't really gonna get back with her then?
No, I'm saying what did I say? I said if you tell me yourself,
right,
that you
listen,
then it's something that
I can respect it way more than somebody else third party on some sneaky shit.
Right.
If you tell me yourself, I respect it way more.
But one of your boys, you'll be okay with it.
But one of my boys is a completely different
he started trouble. He said, "What if she couldn't walk straight for a week?"
Oh shit, that's fucked up, John. Man. But yeah, but when you're talking about like your boys and shit, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Like my circle of people are just completely different. That it's just like
it ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, not that it's not gonna happen, but even if it was gonna happen, dudes kind of give you that hint, like where it's like. Yo, fam, you know, she was kind of like, y'all good? Yeah. Niggas kind of say that type of shit, so where you kind of know. So, I don't know. That's a tough one.
So Tara's gonna tell. I'm gonna tell.
Yeah, start telling.
Yeah, I'm telling. Hell yeah, but
Tara's definitely. She acting like she ain't gonna tell, but she.
Why do you think I'm gonna tell Mark?
Because you're a woman.
That doesn't mean anything. So women snitch, guys don't.
Kinda, yeah. Yeah, that's where all the shit be coming from. You know what? Yeah, my girl, I heard from my girl. My girl told me, my girl said.
Okay, that's true.
Yeah. So you snitching.
No, I'm not snitching.
You are gonna snitch. You're gonna snitch because I'm gonna snitch.
It's different,
so if you
man.
Snitching, I'm snitching?
Yeah.
So we just snitching together, baby.
This is relationship snitch. It's different. It's levels. It's levels to snitching, all right?
Yeah, so Simone, Simone, would you
snitch?
Would you let me see.
Shit.
She said niggas is way worse. Yeah, but guys don't. Jameen said, "Yep," and guys don't cheat. Lies. That's not facts. That's a lie.
Nah, that's real shit. Guys don't cheat. Guys be honest, man. Y'all just don't be listening.
Nah.
Y'all be hearing what y'all want to hear.
I thought it was on that blue paper.
Yeah, it's another one.
Oh,
okay.
So
I have a good one though. So say if Bae owed you $200, right?
Bae.
Your girl.
Bae don't owe me nothing. No. If she's Bae, she don't owe me shit. If I gave her some money, like shit, she don't owe me nothing.
Just say if she did.
Okay. All right,
you guys went out to eat.
Yep.
And she was being nice and gave the waiter $100 tip.
And she owed me $100.
She owed you like $500.
She owed me $500. Okay. So what? We had a good time. As long as we had a good time eating and drinking and we enjoyed each other's company. And usually after a good night of dinner, you're going to go home and you know, and have a good night, I'm cool with it.
Okay
My bae don't owe me. If she's my bae, like if you know, like I never even use the term bae. But if y'all want to use the term bae, if that's my girl or whatever,
he's lying. Someone said you lying.
So all right, this. I think he's talking about the other thing, but my thing is this: like, I don't think that guys look at that as I don't think dudes look into that as far as like if chicks would. You know what I'm saying? So if your girl owed you money,
but how does your girl owe you money?
But because I mean, she's putting in like if you was like, hey, babe, she was like, hey, let me borrow a few dollars, you know what I'm saying, and I'll give it back or whatever. I'm not saying you, but just in general. Okay. But how she's looking at it, you know, some dudes is not gonna be like. If I tell my husband like, hey, let me borrow $100, he's gonna be like, okay, well, I'm not gonna get this back, so here you go. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's not like he's expecting it back. Versus you messing with a bum ass nigga and he's like, yo, you just so when you get your income taxes, let me borrow that so I can flip it, and then you go out to eat and he's balling out of control, but you still short $5. You know what I'm saying?
So this is just it isn't like a real significant other, just somebody you're dealing with.
Right. Okay. Yes.
Okay. But even in that case, man, I kind of feel the same. Like usually when people say borrow, I look at it as I'm gonna give it to you.
Wait, Mr. West said ain't no thing as $100 tip in the black community.
That's kind of real too.
Right.
That's kind. Nah,
I mean not true. People can give out good tips.
That's like a party of like 30. That's a party of 30. We giving $100 tip.
I'm not just giving you $100 off the rip.
No, a party of 20. Excuse me.
Yeah, he would. He definitely would. That's why I said that.
Exactly at Magic City.
People do it.
And strokers.
All right, so I have a question. And this applies to everyone. So I know, like, you know, going through relationships, you know, everyone has their ups and downs, and I'm gonna read some more of the comments that you guys posted in. But you know, everyone has their ups and downs, and go through things. But like, what's the craziest thing you've ever done, like to stalk an ex? Like crazy thing, and I know everybody got a good story.
I'm not.
I know it. I can't do it, man. I got too much pride, man. I can't put that on. I can't put that on YouTube Live, man.
All right, but this is my thing. If it's not you, you can always tell a story what somebody else did. You know,
somebody I know.
Yeah, everybody got a little crazy in them. So I know, what have you
drive
done?
By his mother's house and park?
Huh? What they say?
Drive by his mother's house and park.
So it's not an ex. So even an ex or somebody that you're dealing with. Like, what's the craziest thing that you've gone through to stalk?
I'll tell you what happened. I'll tell you a crazy story that happened to me, but it wasn't like, it didn't happen by me intentionally. But what happened to me is my ex, or like we were kind of like in between, and I'm driving and she's on the road driving. And I look over, I'm like, oh shit, that's her. And I see a dude in the car.
Wait, what?
Oh, so I start speeding to pull up to see. I'm like, hold up, nigga. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, oh, word, you fucking with your ex again and shit?
Oh, man.
Oh, that's why you didn't answer my shit last night. I happened to pull up on her. I pulled up on her randomly on some random shit.
That wasn't nobody but God. Look at
God. And it was crazy. And I pulled up next to her and looked over and shit like, yeah, I see you.
So wait, so when she saw you, what happened?
She looked like she saw a ghost.
Yeah, of course she did.
Right, of course.
That's what, you know.
And off?
Huh?
Did she speed off?
No, she wasn't driving. The
dude
was driving.
Oh
shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I saw her.
I probably would have seen.
And I was like, I said, hold up, that looked like her. Yep, he looked. Yeah, exactly.
My seat would have been leaned all the way.
So, and that's the thing. Like, I came to my senses instantly too, because I saw him and I was like, oh yeah, man. Like, he looking at me like, yeah, nigga, I ain't keeping moving.
So someone said,
exactly. You good.
So someone
and
said,
he has her to this day.
Right. Okay, so they were
You know what I'm saying?
No,
But that's the craziest shit that happened to me like that. That it was like random shit.
So someone said they would make another page of the dude and like act like it's him.
Oh, that's fucked up. That's foul.
Follow her and everything, act like it's him.
So what did Jamin say?
I never stalk. I can just check her page from time to time and make sure she's still unhappy and losing her edges.
Damn. That's still considered stalking. Both of them would have been what?
Missing in action the next day. Word life.
Tanika, what are you talking about? I'm not telling, huh?
It could be something you did because I was going to tell.
Tanika, you need to tell.
I want to hear Tara's story. Let's go.
Tanika,
I want to hear it.
All right, so we're gonna listen to Tara's story.
Let's hear Tara's story.
Tanika, I need you to give me the juice. Simone, I need you to give me the juice. All right.
I feel like Tara got a crazy story. Let's hear it.
Okay, this happened when I say a long time ago.
Is it in the 2000s or is it in the 90s?
It's a long time ago. Like long time ago days. Okay.
All right.
Let's hear it.
That shit was yesterday. But go ahead.
Yeah, exactly. Like 2 weeks ago. Okay.
Tara out here
No,
stalking.
because people gonna think I'm crazy. I'm not crazy.
Yo, just tell the story.
I might have took a piece of tape and put it on the doorbell.
You already said that.
So what? And let it ring all night. That's my crazy story.
But that's talking about stalking.
That's some effort though. to drive to somebody's house.
Seeing his car there, like,
and you need a special kind of tape too. You use some duct tape. Where you get duct tape from?
Right.
Scotch tape is not working. Definitely not working.
No. So
that's all I'm telling.
I'm not gonna tell mines because
see, everybody's scared to tell you.
My brother is here, and also
he would listen to it later. It doesn't matter.
Nope, I'm not telling.
How you gonna have us tell ours and then you're not gonna tell yours?
Nope, I'm not gonna tell.
See, everybody's scared to tell they stalker stories.
I ain't telling. But anyway, so no, so recently I seen on social media that Jada let Will go on vacation with his ex-wife and their son.
That's real.
Now, would you guys allow your spouse to do that? Mad quiet.
Well, I would want to be allowed to do it.
To come. I agree with that.
That's how. Like I looked at it from. I looked at it from the perspective of Will. If I was Will. That's the way I was looking at it.
No, you need to look at it from you, not fucking Will Smith.
See, they have an open relationship. So
you don't know what they have.
They do. They publicly said that.
No, they did not. Pull up that article.
They tiptoe around it.
They
pull
have
up that
an
article.
Relationship.
Mr. West said, "Hell no." It said, Deneva said, depending on the relationship, and why not?
Yeah. It's a
okay,
little different. I'm on the double standard tip there.
Okay, so this is my thing. So you guys and Simone, this is
really
to you.
Simone.
Okay, so you really would let your husband, your now husband, go on vacation with his ex-wife and their kid? Like, seriously, think about that.
I have to be invited.
I'm not saying what Jada explained. I know what she explained, but I'm asking as a general question. You get what I'm saying? I'm not looking for Jada's explanation. I'm looking for yours.
For me though, like it depends on the relationship that I have with the ex.
Right. So
I have with the ex.
Okay.
I gotta be like Gucci with the ex to ever let that even occur. But like off rip, I would think like I kind of would want to be there.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I would probably roll. But sometimes like see for myself, like my situation, I'm not with my daughter's mother, but I like to have a good relationship with my daughter's mother to show my daughter an example like that we could be cool.
Right.
We're friends because ultimately we were friends before anything.
Right.
And I want to show her something different. Sometimes it's not, you can't have those type of relationships. No. Sometimes it's that bad. It ended that bad where there's no turning back.
Right.
But if it's any way where y'all can be cordial, you know what I'm saying? I like to do things with my daughter, with my daughter's mother.
Right.
Traveling is a stretch. So I'm going to present it to my new significant other like, baby, yeah, we going. But when we go to the park, you might need to fall back. We want to do the family thing. You chill, but you there, I come back to you.
Right.
That's kind of the way I look at it. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm cool with the, if I'm cool with the dude and we have a certain type of understanding where I feel like I can trust it, then I might be cool with it, because I'm not, like, I used to be an insecure person, but I swear, like the last 2 years, I don't give a fuck, because people are gonna do what they want to do.
That's true.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah,
so if you fuck up, that's on your conscience, not mine.
Right.
And as I mentioned before, there's some chick that want to fuck me. All right. So if you give me room, I'm gonna fuck her.
Apparently.
So give me room. If you want to do it, if you want to give me the leeway, go ahead and fuck up.
Ladies,
fuck up one time.
He's waiting for you to fuck up.
Fuck up one time. I'm fucking.
Because he has that chick in the wings waiting.
Yes, he got her waiting.
Straight up.
She's waiting for that phone call.
All right,
baby.
so I'm not allowing my I'm not allowing. Oh, okay. Well, so we actually have an audience tonight.
Yes, today.
Oh shit! There's a fly. Was that a fly? Oh, okay, sorry. So anyway, I was scared.
Don't give me the pass.
So anyway, so my thing is this: like I'm all for being cordial. Like if I'm married to him and we got kids, and he has an ex-wife or ex-girlfriend and he has kids or whatever, like I'm all for being cordial and having a good relationship. But when we go on vacation, I'm not trying to go on vacation with all the bitches that he fucked. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not something that I'm trying to do. So like for instance, I'll just say this. For instance, like Swiss Beats, Puffy, they all vacation.
Blended family.
Yeah, but they all vacation with. They're all the baby's mamas.
Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know it is like, they have money, but at the end of the day, I've never seen that happen in regular life.
Yeah. Not like here.
Yeah. He's paying for everything,
Definitely.
whatever, but like
everybody.
But I'm not
why though?
Because it's just not something that I'm trying to do.
Why?
Like,
but you're not saying why. You're just saying you're not trying to
okay, so this is my thing. It's my family now. You know what I'm saying? So
but they have a kid with him. They have kids together.
So fall back, bitch.
No,
this is me.
They got kids together.
I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Take your kid on vacation separately, and then the kid can go on vacation with us. But you're not coming. You're not a part of this family. We're married now. You need to find you a new nigga, and this is mine. See, at the end of the day.
So that's a territorial thing. But for me, this is the way I view things. It's your family is family. Like think about your
family or him family.
Think about your blood family. Think about blood family.
Right.
You don't choose your blood family.
That's true. Damn sure right about that.
So
some of these things is crazy.
Exactly. And then your family.
Right.
So family dynamics can be unique. They could be different.
Right.
So that's the way I look at it. Like it's about the children. So you have to show the children something different. You don't want to show your kid, oh, I'm territorial about shit.
Right. They'll pick that up.
So that's the way I look at it. I look at it based off the kids. And especially if my kid likes whoever my ex's significant other is with, if they're acceptable with it. If my kid don't fuck with the significant other, oh, I'm all in. Like shit. You don't fuck with him? Well, shit, I'm in too. I don't fuck with him either.
Right, but
if they fuck with them and it's a thing, I want to be in the mix. I want to be all in the mix.
Right.
I want to know everything that's going on. I want to be there. I want to have conversations with him.
Right.
Shit, we can go get a beer.
Right.
No bullshit. Listen. You ever heard the term "keep your enemies close"?
I'll be like, yes. Hey, listen.
It's the same idea. He ain't my enemy per se, but it's the same idea. I want to be in the know.
I'll be on some.
It's too much separation. When you're territorial, you separate yourself.
You want to get a drink, bitch? I don't really like you, but the kids seem to. But whatever.
No, not like that. But you know, at the cookout, we could be having a beer on the side.
Okay, so that's my thing.
I
Okay,
think when you're younger, it's
mind.
okay to like do the whole family group thing, but when they get older, I don't.
Okay, no,
you don't have to. You don't have to.
You know what I mean?
You don't have to, but
yes.
Yeah.
But
when they have their own cell phone and can
like we don't need to do all this.
You don't have to.
When they're younger, I think that you should try to make that work.
I agree.
Yeah, but
Just
I
for
don't think that we have to have vacations together. Like
But
that's
not all
my
the
thing.
time. But what if the kid was like, "Oh, Daddy, can
No.
all of us go together?"
Yeah, we all, but your mother got to say.
So if that's what the kid wants, you're gonna say no?
Yes.
No, I don't.
First of all, he ain't paying for shit. One.
Listen, just come on the trip with me so we can do the day festivities.
I'm
and then I
coming
come back to my room and I'm with my lady.
I'm coming on a trip
No,
regardless.
I think we all going to do festivities. I'm not saying in no room. I
First
didn't
of
say that.
all, there's no
I
way
said that
he's going.
We can go, but I ain't saying I'm saying in no room. We all going to travel together.
Beanie said, but what if y'all all friends? Mr. West said, first of all, if you married to Puff.
That means he does what he wants.
Oh yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, but
that's true.
Let's talk about that. Does money make a difference?
I think money does.
If I'm a $250 million type nigga, does that make the conversation different?
Nah, I don't.
To me, it's the same.
I don't think. To be honest, it doesn't play a difference. But I'm like very strong minded, so you're not going to convince me to do no fuck shit like that.
Tanika said, "Why do you need to have a separate vacation?"
Why do I need to have a separate vacation? Well, she's not coming because that is your ex, which we're cool. Let me finish. She can come over and, you know, if we have family functions or whatever, but am I going to plan a whole vacation with booking her a room or including her in going on a vacation with us? No, I'm not. She's not. Like, my thing is this, go on your own vacation. Travelocity. Hello, I can send you the link. Go wherever you want to go, all around the world, all across the board. Do your thing, shorty, but you're not coming with us. All right? It's my man now, my family, huh?
I feel you.
Your son? My son now, bitch.
What?
This is me.
Oh, hell, we be fighting. We would not be cool.
Tara, you're not gonna win. We already
no.
When the territory.
My family now.
Then that's gonna separate him from coming to your house.
First of all, let me say this. There's no way that if you're married to a chick and she has a outside son and the father's like, yeah, y'all going on vacation? Yeah, I want to go too. You know,
no,
give him a swimming trunk. You gonna let that nigga go?
I'm gonna go too.
Your mother's not done.
That's what I said off rip.
Yeah,
that's what I've been saying the whole time. I'm gonna go. I don't have to. Y'all can do y'all family thing. I will be chilling. I'll be by the pool. I'll be in the gym.
No.
Huh? But wait, even if you have kids too, though, you're gonna let them. You got to do the family thing with them.
What you mean?
If you want some, if you have kids, you have to let the family do their thing too. And like no, I'm sorry. If you have kids, you have to do the family thing with them. You can't just let him go and
so she's saying
daddy
that
to your kids.
Okay. No. So,
that's what I was saying.
Oh, okay. No, I thought you were talking about if I had a significant other that had a kid with her ex,
right?
And she wanted to go on. They were supposed to go on vacation together with their kid,
right?
I'm saying I'll pull up to the vacation too. And y'all can do y'all Disney shit. If it's like Disney, y'all can do the rides together and be a family. But guess what? I'm here. I'm here, and I don't have to worry about no fuck shit going on because I'm here. I'm present.
So Mr. West said, "Why is your word the final say so?" Because I said so.
Oh my god.
Because I said so. What the fuck? Like,
Mr. West, she crazy.
At the end of the day, like, yo, we're married. So if we can't come to an agreement, it's gonna be what the fuck I said last, and that's just that.
So but I'll say this though, I don't
vacation with Jada.
With Jada,
yeah. What's her motive?
Who?
Would Jada pick it?
Oh, why do they need to go on a separate
vacation? Yeah.
Oh. I'm just saying they busy as fuck though. They all do different types of shit. That's a different type of relationship.
Well,
it's a lot of money involved.
Well, Jada said that she couldn't go, but Beanie said so. If your wife saying her said her baby's father want to take her on a Disney World trip, would you let her go?
I'm there,
No,
fam.
but he don't want to. He don't want you to come.
I'm there. He don't want me to come. That's the nigga. Nobody's going. Then the trip blow. Oh, you don't want me to come?
You know what?
The whole shit blew up.
Yeah,
I
like,
am so.
if his baby brother said I cannot go, there's no
there.
trip. There's no trip.
Hey, don't move the camera. What
Oh
are you
yeah,
doing?
thank you.
Oh, hey, first of all, fuck all of that shit. Jamin is excuse me, I'm drunk.
I like it.
Jamin is the realest nigga in the chat. He said, tell that nigga to wait,
Where's he at?
He said y'all bugging. Hell no, that nigga ain't going.
Come.
Fuck out of here. Exactly.
Wait,
Yeah.
where
That bitch is not coming on a trip with
He
us.
said, tell that nigga take his girl and his baby on their own.
Hello.
Oh my goodness.
Right. Y'all want to take a family trip? Get you a nigga and y'all go.
Nah, man. I don't know. The blended family thing
Hey, what up, cuz?
is such a different type of thing. You know what I
Right.
mean? So it's like you kind of don't really know until you get into the situation, because it definitely depends on the people involved.
Right.
I really truly feel that.
You know what I think? I think sometimes people tend to take this blended family too far. Like, for instance, sometimes I feel like the baby's mother or the ex-wife could feel a way still towards the guy, and she wants to continue to be a part of the blended family. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you go for years and you know, I'm just looking like, damn, bitch, do you got a man?
Right.
Yes or no? Yep, Tara.
Oh shit! This specific situation going on over here. Hold up.
I don't know what she's saying.
Come on, man. Let's get into this now. Let's figure this out now.
It's like, do
What's
you
going
got a
on,
man?
Tara?
Like, bitch, every Thanksgiving you want to come over here? Like, you don't got a dude that's gonna.
Well, I mean, come on. That's
Come
like,
on.
yeah, that's like clear and blatant shit.
Right.
You know?
So that's what I'm saying. So that's why we ain't going on a vacation together. Come on, you're not coming. Listen, let me do this. Let me do you a favor. I'm gonna email you a link to Travelocity. I'm gonna send you a coupon code.
Cheapcaribbean.com.
I'm gonna send you a
Oh,
coupon
that's a good
code.
site, though. That's a good site.
So you can book your own trip, bitch, because you ain't coming with us. Nah, not gonna happen. What did he say? If she makes it a problem, and
This is a sign, or do we just let her slide? Or do you just let her slide?
So what if the ex has a significant other?
Then he can come too.
All right.
It'll be a
So,
Okay, so-
so we're a
family.
happy blended family.
so
now, right?
I'll say this, and I'm still not gonna be happy with it, but whatever. It's like, yo, bitch, why do you want to be apart so bad? Like, oh my god, you're on trip.
Damn. but don't you think about the kid? It's kind of fucked up for the kid to have a bunch of
That's what I
separated shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Your
I have 2 birthday parties.
But this
That's
is-
kind of wild.
But this is the thing: is your parents are separate.
Yeah, the kids do appreciate that type
Yo,
of
you
shit.
get more gifts. I get 2 parties. They'd be like 2.
Yo, somebody's in the background like, nah, fuck that. Right.
This week, yeah, next week.
Right. So I get 2 parties, 2 cakes,
I get 2 vacations.
2 sets of people.
Shit.
Like Javi said, I'll let her go. Just don't come back.
That's a lot.
Damn, that's fucked up. But nah, I'm definitely not. I'm not instigating that bullshit. I mean, you know,
I might
kudos-
do 1 trip, but we're not gonna do several trips together.
But Swiss Beats takes his kids'
But
mother.
that's different. These are like famous people who got money.
But
It-
money's not everything. So money
But
is gonna
like
dictate.
like you just said, you don't know real people who do that.
Right.
It's people who are famous that are doing this. That everybody you've said is famous. Does it?
Nah,
You didn't
nah,
say not
I-
one
I-
person who's not famous that's doing
I know plenty of people that were doing this in real life that didn't have a lot of bread. Like this was actually like a common type of thing,
Mhm.
like growing up. But you didn't really, as kids, you didn't notice it.
Right.
this.
We just didn't notice what was going on.
Yeah.
There was a lot of blended family shit going on. Like I experienced that, like, and witnessed a lot of that type of shit, and you just didn't know. Like
Yeah,
it was just family was family.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like once it's family, it's family. So that's the way I kind of look at it. But it's tough. But for me though, like I can honestly say I used to be really insecure. I'm not an insecure. I don't give a fuck, because I just really feel like if you're gonna do some shit, like if you're with me, I trust you. And if you're gonna do some fuck shit, that's on you.
Right.
That's
your conscience.
That's something you're gonna have to live with. Right. I'm good. And if you give me that's what you're doing. Once again, I'm bringing it back. Yo, TK Kirkland got the best joke ever. He said, fam, he said, yo, there's some girls graduating from college every May, fam. Every single May. Every single early May. There's a new class. There's a new class. They of age.
Nah, fuck that. Nope. So hold on. What's the truth that is? The ex won't be going. So Tanika said the ex won't be going on a damn trip without me. Right.
See?
Simone said, but go ahead. You read it.
Okay. But famous or not, money or not, I bet the family gets along better.
All right, and Beanie said it's all about trust. I mean, yeah, it's trust, but you know, you can trust your spouse, but you don't necessarily have to trust the ex person. Yeah,
y'all just don't like the other chick. Y'all just don't fuck with her.
What if you feel like she still what if you feel like she still wants your man or your husband? Like that's a no-go.
Yeah, and I feel what y'all mean. Like I don't trust nobody.
I don't trust nobody either. Family, friends, no, I don't trust nobody.
No, I don't trust nobody. Mm-mm. I don't fuck with nobody.
But the person you have to hold the person you have to hold accountable is your significant other, though. You're not supposed to be worrying about trusting the other person. It's the actions
I'm not gonna let that position take place.
Right.
But if you have to worry about that in the first place, then that's not the person you need to be with.
So my thing is this: I will trust the person that I'm with. Would I trust the other person? No, but I'm not going to set myself up in a position where.
But that means that if the opportunity presents itself, that your spouse is gonna do some shit.
That doesn't mean that. It means that if the opportunity presents itself, that the other person may take advantage of that. Yeah. So it's not
but
saying
your
that
spouse is still the responsible party.
Right,
they have to maintain their composure. They fine. Yeah, you can throw him the pussy, but it's about if he gonna take it or not. That's what it still boils down to.
Tanika said, just explain to me why they need to go on a separate vacation without me, please.
Explain that.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I said off rip. I'm rolling.
Right.
I just feel like I'm going to go.
What Mr.
Like, I'm like, baby, I'm cool. Like, y'all can go do your thing, but just bring that ass back to the room.
Right.
I'm good.
Yeah, but
as long as I'm not worrying about you, you know what I'm saying, fucking around and doing no crazy shit, I'm cool.
Nah, I'm
kind of cool.
She's not going. So
go ahead, take your pictures together at Disney. That's mommy and daddy. I'm not, you know, especially if I'm not the father and he's an active father in a kid's life. I ain't trying to be like, hey, like, you know, like I'm stepping in. Nah, if he's an active father, now if he's a deadbeat, then it's cool. Then we going on vacation. But if he wants to do it,
read Mr. West, please.
Okay. Yeah, and I trust and believe. The weekend will end in bed together.
Right. It could, because you got to think about it. If they're going on a vacation, what if it's an all-inclusive vacation and the drinks are flowing and it's free?
And they end up in bed
and
together.
It's free?
Yeah, free drinks. Free drinks. Definitely.
That'll be an international ass whooping, huh?
Yeah, free drinks probably has fucked up a lot of relationships.
Hell yeah. Yeah, that'll definitely be an international ass whooping. Definitely.
Get locked up wherever we
at. Fuck that. That's dragon season. Fuck you. There's no way. No. Mm-mm. Look at my face. Nope. No. Wait, what did
what are you looking at?
What did Sade say?
The baby mama gotta get her own trip.
Exactly.
I think I might be like what they call it, like polyamorous. Like I think I might be on that vibe. I think I might be like, because I'm getting older and I really don't be giving I don't give a fuck. Like I stopped giving a fuck.
Yo, Jameen said people fuck before they go back to the room all the time, B.
Yeah. That's true.
She over here trying to. She over there.
Yeah, anything. Right. The beach. The beach.
She's over there like, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something real quick. And she in the corner.
Rental.
Over there trying
bent over.
No, not even bent over. She over there trying to suck dick in the corner.
Get out of here.
That's real. That's real.
Hello.
Okay, so now you still okay with her going?
Nah.
I'm like I said a couple minutes ago. Like I used to be like really like insecure, but I'm not insecure anymore. Like I really don't give a fuck. Yeah, like if like people really are gonna do what the fuck they want to do. If that's what you want to do,
that's what's gonna happen.
I better not find out. And if I find out,
it's a problem, right?
I'm cool. No, I'm very cool. I'm fucking. Yeah, get back to the original premise.
Yo,
give me. You want to give? Yo, they throwing it. You just as many dudes as in your DM. There's chicks that want to fuck me too.
Yeah, so,
I will act on it. You give me the pass. Oh.
You keep saying this, so you must be waiting for this pass.
I'm single now, so I'm living good.
He's ready for this hall pass.
I'm living good, but I'm just saying, it's just that's the way I look at it now. Like I used to be like, I used to really be like insecure. Like I came to terms with this like this year.
All right.
You know, like where I was like, yo, like I used to do like insecure shit.
Right.
And that shit, like I look at it like bitch shit.
Right,
like, yo, like I grew up. Like I'm a grown man now. I'm not with no bitch shit.
Right.
Fuck all that bitch shit. If you want to fuck a nigga, that's on you.
Yeah.
I better not find out. And if I find out, thank you. Salud.
So just to
you lost a real one, and I'm having fun.
All right.
And we can still fuck too if you want to fuck. But I'm fucking every other bitch too.
This nigga's
she's probably gonna want to come back. And...
Tara, he is on a fucking spree.
Oh, he is.
It's the Don Julio.
I see.
So, mind you, we still got another bottle left.
This show could go on and on and on. But...
And we have something else in the back. So anyway, but just to we're gonna wrap it. Would you give it the hall pass?
No.
Oh, okay, calm down. Super stink. Okay. So yeah, I'm not giving my dude a.
I'm not giving nobody a hall pass.
What if it was like that person's crush and it was a celebrity? Would you give them a hall pass then?
Nope.
Because it may not be somebody that they would ever
see again.
I'm not giving no hall passes ever.
Ever.
Now you can haul some ass back to us. You can haul that ass back.
Oh, he should have been on the show.
No, exactly. A threesome conversation.
Now
that's
we can have
topic. No,
you can haul that ass. But see, I don't know. I'm not even into that, even in like a real serious relationship. But if it's somebody like like we just we dealing with each other, I'm with hauling.
Okay, you know what?
Some new
you know when it's time to end the show when someone is delusional.
I'm delusional right now.
No, not you.
Somebody
in the comments.
Yes.
Michael B. Jordan wouldn't give me a pass. Okay, well, first of all, you don't know him. One,
you have to meet him.
You're delusional. Give it a rest.
Can't have one.
No. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and end the show. But I do want to thank Mark for coming on.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you for having me.
I know you had
you got to come back again, Mark.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, you definitely have to
dope,
come
man.
back.
I'm a fan of the show.
Oh, thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Like I was a fan of the show before I got on here. So
okay.
I love what you guys do.
Thank you.
And I was talking to y'all before the show. We gonna make this shit much bigger and better.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Oh, I'm going on tour. Tara's not coming.
I'm gonna be there, baby.
So I'm not firing her. She's just gonna be setting up the equipment.
Yeah, but you got to tell Tara to come like 3 hours before.
Really,
right?
Really, yeah, co-signing that, and you were later than me? Are you serious?
Hey, we from Dorchester, baby.
Hey, listen, it's a Dorchester thing.
But before we get out of here, I do want to play the rest of Mark's music, and I also I'm gonna have the links below for you guys to download his album. So make sure you guys click on those links. Jamin said Dorchester where it made me at. Hey.
Yes. Shout out to Jacardi.
You better know it.
Stay pure.
Baby. And so God, why? This is why I don't like to drink.
See? Listen,
this is why I don't like the
video
drink.
drop.
Oh yeah, so calm down. Like, look at you. You're all over the place. You're not a part of the group. Anyway, don't forget to God damn it. Stay pure.
Oh, that was me last week.
Free ganja.
Yeah, free ganja. The video drop?
Yeah.
First of all, she's not even a part of the text message that we have. What are you talking about? But no, so the video is definitely coming. So y'all stay tuned for that.
I saw that shit.
Me too.
That shit fire. I saw that shit.
Yeah, it
That
is
shit
dope.
crazy. Nah, no bullshit.
Oh
Like
wait,
that.
let me ask you real quick. Did you see me? Because that
Yes, I saw.
Hello?
I
Did you see
saw.
no.
I
Yo.
saw the video.
Did you see me, Mark?
So
You was in the video?
No, I wasn't.
Hell nah, no, you wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, you wasn't.
I was in the
Yeah,
video,
I was
like-
about to say like, I'm not tweaking. Yeah, nah. Yeah.
Hell no, she wasn't in the video.
I'll be in the next one though.
So I'm gonna go ahead and jump into. We was playing the world is your is ours or whatever, but
Do everything.
Oh, everywhere I go.
everywhere I go. Oh, that's your thing.
Yeah, that's Tara said that's her shit.
All right, so that's the outro. So again, thank you guys for tuning in to Fuck Your Podcast. We will be back next week at 9:05 because Tara's always late.
Or you can play 13.
Yeah. So
Yo, you know what, Tara, I'm with you. You know why? Because I do the Beat Club podcast, beatclubpodcast.com.
Thank you.
I'm gonna shout it out.
Thank you.
But I am late for every
Oh
podcast.
my
Thank
God.
you,
And
Mark.
it's
Thank you.
and it's a part of the show. Like people look forward to me coming in at we start at 1. They look forward to me start coming in at 1:30.
Oh my
So
God.
salute to Tara.
Woo!
Make that just a part of your persona.
Thank you.
That's just part of your
Thank
shit.
you.
Yo, she needs
I'm
to
gonna start
she
coming
needs
at
to
9:15.
okay,
You know what I'm saying?
and read the text message.
Stroll in.
Read,
But-
no,
but listen,
Thank you, Mark.
But the
What?
key is,
What?
listen, this is how you do it. This is how you do it. This is how you do it. No,
I gotta
no,
do
listen,
smooth.
listen.
Let me hear
Listen,
because you a pro.
The
Go ahead.
key is just like anything. When you go into a guest home, what do? You bring a gift. When you come late, come with some shit. So that means come with some food.
She's not bringing nothing but stank. That's all she's bringing with her.
Come with her favorite meal.
She's not
You know what I'm
bringing
saying? Like I know this is your homie. Like you know what she like to eat. Her
She
favorite
like
snack.
Don Julio. That's
You know
all
what I'm
she
saying?
wants. Is
So
Don
you,
Julio.
so you come with her favorite shit late. They don't mind.
No. With Star, she would still complain.
Stars
Yeah.
like super punctual and
Yo,
shit.
she would still complain. I can bring 10 bottles of Don Julio. Thank you, baby.
What was that
But
text
with-
message that I sent you before you got here?
Yeah, she was being
Okay.
real stank.
All right, so that's that.
Then I was only like 8
The
minutes
stanks.
late.
No, you were 10 minutes late.
8.
I'm
You
with
were
I'm with
10.
the I'm with the
Oh, my
queen of the
goodness.
stanks.
Oh, wait,
I do have to
Stank
mention that.
1.
Listen.
Yeah, I'm with the queen of the stanks.
What?
Yeah, Tara might be number one because she's
No,
she's
who
a little
said that?
light skinned,
Thank you.
just a little bit.
Thank you.
First
Just
of
a
all,
little
it's
bit.
Star, Tanika, then me.
First of all, stop calling out names.
Yeah,
all right?
yeah.
It's Star, Tanika, then me.
And she, Tara, I want to say this word so bad, but everyone got offended when I said it, so I'm not gonna say it. Anyway,
Say it.
make sure you guys subscribe to the page. Also, like the page of the night
subscribe.
for tonight.
Yes.
Also, I'm gonna have the links below for Mark's music. I'm also gonna have the links below for his podcast, so you definitely check him
Someone
out
said Star's original stank.
and
Sorry.
support. Nobody said that. So I'm gonna go ahead and play Everywhere I Go. That's what we're gonna end with. Again, thank you guys for joining. I am
Thank
your
you,
host,
boo.
Star. Unfortunately, I have a co-host named Tara, so she's here. I don't know, whatever. She's here. But thank you guys and peace.
Peace and love,
Later.
y'all.
Wait, what?
See, I should have
Is that
put
it?
the bars I had.
Oh, my bad.
No more Don Julio for you next week.
The almighty authentic. Motivate merit.
I love what y'all do.
Still recording.
Yeah. I give you my all, no longer will I stall. Y'all couldn't see my vision, now look how we evolved. I defeated the odds, even when I took a loss. Remain down for the cause, send signals through these bars. You answered the call, the right ones involved, the rest left behind. You saw niggas dissolve, always talking problems, never to be resolved. Lately I've been thinking it's time to move on. I'm gone on a tirade, got a different mind state. Still Massachusetts with a lower crime rate. Stamps on the passport, change the climate. More 808, make the speakers vibrate. Fortune over fame, paved my own lane. Even when they didn't listen, I still branded the name. It'll never be the same, but the fact still remains that I'll always have love for you. I never change, I'm true. Big town, I do it for my city. So put your hands way up in the sky if you're with me. Henny shots and we're puffing on the piffy. That's how I spread love, that's the Dorchester in me. Now we about to take the show on the road, but I'm taking Boston with me everywhere that I go. I go, everywhere that I go. I take Dorchester with me everywhere that I go. Let's roll. Dorchester's finest, I let the music speak. I don't even have to rhyme. Mark Maron on the beat. You will never get up on the level I will reach, so you might as well join instead of trying to compete. Never lose hunger, might lose a little sleep, but I do it effortless like I do it in my sleep. Never lost faith, it's the time to take a leap. So I'm spreading out my wings, so who's flying with me? Come on, yeah, I'm talking Beantown and beyond. And we'll always have that special bond, feel it in my songs, right or wrong. Any stage I'm on, even when I'm gone. From the movement I spawn, inspiration strong. Fortune over fame, pave my own lane. Even when they didn't listen, I motivated the game. It'll never be the same. The fact still remains that I'll always have love for you. I never change, I'm true. Beantown, I do it for my city. So put your hands way up in the sky if you're with me.